Heaven's California.
Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video, and today what are we going to be talking about? We're talking about Halloween. Now, as you know, when I'm actually able, or when I actually get up at an early enough time to watch the news in the morning, we watch ITV News, which is obviously Good Morning Britain, then Lorraine, and then This Morning. And I was on watching Good Morning Britain this morning. A lot of you are probably thinking, wow, why are you up at 7:15 when you're not at school and you're not at work at the moment? Well, I like getting up early, okay? I don't need much sleep. And the topic of conversation at the moment is Halloween. Now, as we know, Halloween is only a couple of weeks away. And they were talking about parents. Parents now believe that Halloween is becoming too scary for children. And 55% of parents that they surveyed, I can't remember how many people they surveyed, actually said that Halloween was too scary for their children. And, I'd like to agree. I've got the Wikipedia page up for Halloween here. Now, I believe Halloween was actually founded in Ireland. Let's see. Yeah, from ancient I believe that many Halloween traditions originated from ancient Celtic harvest festivals, particularly Gaelic festivals, Samhain. So it looks like it is it was founded in Ireland many years ago. And, you know, the country most associated for heavily being involved in Halloween now is America. Obviously, the Americans, they do a lot we just search up Halloween in America, you go on images, you know, they do a lot, the Americans. They do their house up very nicely. They have, like, big Halloween parties. But it's not the actual that we're celebrating Halloween that's the problem here. It's that Halloween is very much focused for younger children. Obviously, trick-or-treating. Now, some parents don't like their children trick-or-treating. I did trick-or-treating for a few years, and then when I came to about 9 or 10, I was like, well, I could just buy sweets. We could just get some, and, you know, we haven't really done it since, and this is probably going to be one of the first years we're not actually doing anything for Halloween at all. You know, I just can't be bothered with it all, you know, answering the door, trick or treat! You know, I appreciate that parents like to send their children out for that, but some parents would see this as begging, and, you know, I'm not saying I wouldn't like to see it go like the Americans do it, but the Americans do take Halloween very seriously, and they do a lot. But the point is Halloween becoming too scary for children? And one of the points they're bringing up was that should Halloween outfits have an age limit on them? Now, retailers like supermarkets and stuff, where a lot of people do get their Halloween costumes from for the year, I don't believe they go any higher than about size 12, which is when I'd probably say to my child, yeah, you're not doing trick-or-treating anymore. You're 12 years old. You're now past the child. Trick-or-treating is for children. Now, fair enough if they wanted to go out to a Halloween party, but what I wouldn't expect is for the Halloween party who are, like, say, in their teens, say 13 up to, well, whatever, adults, I wouldn't expect them to go around trick-or-treating. And we've had a few instances at our house before where you have, like, there was a group of girls, they must have been about 16 or 17, literally walking around. They weren't really in costume, they had a hat on each and a jumper and their jeans or leggings, whatever they're wearing, and I think that's ruining Halloween. You know, children should be able to walk around in their cute costumes. I think a lot of the costumes now are becoming very scary, and adult costumes can be very intimidating for smaller children. And what we have to remember is that Halloween is for smaller children. You know, adults can celebrate it. They can have Halloween parties. They can host Halloween parties for their children. But what I would say, especially teenagers, that we do silly things. We go round. I've never done it, but I've seen teenagers going round. They knock on doors, no one answers. They do something to the door. They'll write on it. They'll throw something at it. You know, we had our pumpkin once. Someone literally came, took it, the candle still in it and everything, and kicked it across our garden because it was past. I think we stopped about 8:30, and past 8:30 we take the pumpkin out, turn the lights off, no one else knocks. After 8:30, that's when all the kiddies are like, yeah, we're tired now, so that's when I go, enough's enough, I'm not doing it anymore. And I have done the front of my house up before with stuff, and I'm not doing it this year because I've had enough. You know, I quite like decorating a pumpkin and carving a pumpkin, but, you know, there does come a stage where I'm like, well, nah, I just can't, I just don't want to do it this year. But if you are getting anything from this video, if you're having a Halloween party, going to a party or anything, don't go out trick-or-treating. There are children not just outside trick-or-treating, but there's also children inside the houses, and if they come to the door and see a load of scary teenagers there, then they're probably not going to be very impressed. You know, don't do anything silly, don't go and damage people's houses. And yes, I would agree that Halloween costumes are becoming too scary. Halloween, I think there's too much of a build-up for it. You know, everyone's so excited for Halloween. It's not the little children that are excited for Halloween, it's like teenagers. They're like, oh, it's Halloween. So what? It's another day. You know what I mean? It's another day, you know. We're too old to be going and doing things. Parties, yes, that's fine. Keep them inside, keep them in your own garden, keep them in your own house. Don't go out and do silly things, you know. I mean, I can't stop you, but, you know, I'd recommend not doing that. And a lot of people, this is a subject where a lot of people go, Halloween's a great event, Halloween's perfect, Halloween's great, I love it, why are you saying Halloween? It's supposed to be scary. I'm not giving anything, I'm not saying that it's not supposed to be scary. I'm just saying don't be too scary, you know. I'm not having to go at you personally. Retailers are selling costumes that are a little bit too scary for children. You know, when I was a little youth, so pre-teens, the costumes used to be like a witch or a little skeleton bone man. Now we got costumes that I believe someone was they were selling, like, for a 4-year-old. There's an old school school student with like a corset and the rip shirt. You know, you can't put that on a 4-year-old. What are they? If parents are doing that, then more for them. But I would not be buying that for my child, and I probably would make a complaint. But that is going to be it for this one. Then there is another video coming up at 8:30 usual time. I just thought, you know, I saw the subject on the TV, and I thought I'd make a little quicker video about what I think. You know, I do think we are taking Halloween too seriously, and I wouldn't like us to get to the stage where legit it's now turning into like a festival type day, or a day we're all celebrating it. You know, Halloween is a choice. You shouldn't have to feel forced to go, oh, it's Halloween, we need to get sweets. You know, you don't need to get sweets. You know, you don't. It's nice for people to get involved for their children, but, you know, it's just the effort. When you got small children, then yeah, that's fine. But when you're like our family, you got no children. Well, we are technically children, but we're both teenage boys. You know, it's now time. You know, do what my dad does. Literally, turn the lights off, close the curtains, don't make a noise, and they will not knock on the door. That's my advice for avoiding trick-or-treaters. You don't put anything outside. If the parents are any good parents, they will tell them children not to knock on that door. Unless they know you, then I still won't open the door, because I'm not opening the door to anyone this year. But that's going to be it for this. And then, guys, if you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, comment down below. What do you think of Halloween? What are you doing for Halloween? Do you agree with what is currently in the news right now? Is Halloween becoming too scary? Let me know in the comment section. There'll also be a poll up here. Just a quick question. Is Halloween too scary? 2 options. Yes, no. Just choose whatever. If you have the time, that'd be fantastic. Share the video, subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to hit that notification button. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.